Hi, this is Mending Mahogany. Thanks for tuning into my channel. I just wanted to say hello to you guys. I haven't made a video since I was on vacation, but we came back from vacation with COVID. So we were on the Carnival Mardi Gras, which holds over 5,000 people. And, you have to have a negative COVID test 3 days before you board, blah, 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 blah. Needless to say, my husband and I came home with COVID. The kids did not. With that many people being on the boat, we could have gotten it anywhere, but we are feeling much better. And we actually got, since we were quarantined for a week home together, we actually got some projects around the house done. We did some painting. While we were gone, both of our bathrooms got renovated. So it was a lot of stuff that needed to be done, which us being home for this week actually worked out. But I thank God that we are feeling better. I was glad to be in the house of the Lord today. I was the 9:45 speaker. So after being on a cruise, being out for a week with COVID, my first Sunday back, I'm the 9:45 speaker. But you know what? It was what I needed because even though I was in some beautiful places on my vacation, to me, there's no place like being in God's house and around his people. So I was very glad to be back in the house of the Lord amongst the people of God. And it was an awesome service. One thing that stood out in the service today is the young people are really under oppression. There was deliverance going on with the young people. When I say deliverance, I know some of you might not know what I'm talking about, but the young people were being delivered from evil spirits. If you don't believe in that, I'm not here to debate that. It's in the Bible, and I believe it because I've been delivered from things. But the young people were being delivered everywhere you turned. There was a young person breaking out, and deliverance, evil spirits, demonic spirits were being released from them. And that's a blessing, because anytime God can break bondage off of your life is only going to get better. So this morning, like I said, I was the 9:45 speaker, and my message today was go deeper and try again. And I came from Luke, the 5th chapter, where Jesus told Simon Peter to cast his net into the water to catch fish. But Peter said, we tried all night, but we didn't catch anything. But at your word, I'll do it again. So he dropped the nets, and they brought in so much fish that they needed help, and both boats were on the verge of sinking. So I was coming from the aspect of, what have you tried to do that you failed at? What is it that you want to do that you're afraid to do because you feel you might fail? Whatever it is, go deeper and try again. And when I said deeper, I'm saying God wants to call us into a deeper relationship with him. He does not want us to remain on surface level with him. He wants us to go deeper into him, have a more intimate relationship with him. And therefore, when we feel that there's something that he wants us to do, or something that we desire to do, and we feel that we may have failed at it previously, try again. So that's what the message was about, and it was a blessing. I was blessed, and I hope the people of God were blessed. And I told you guys last time in my last video that we had found out when we were away that a friend of ours, her husband, passed away. And due to us having COVID, we weren't able to go to the service. She wanted me to sing. She wanted my husband to, be in charge of the memorial. But due to COVID, we couldn't go. So I was a little upset about that. But, somebody else stepped in, and I heard it was a beautiful service. And I spoke with his wife, and, her exact words were, she can feel the peace of God just carrying her through this situation. And Not saying the situation isn't difficult. Of course, she lost her husband of over 15 years, but she said she can feel God carrying her through. So that, that did my heart, you know, that did my heart. What am I trying to say? That made my heart feel a less heavy, because I knew that the Lord was with her and he's carrying her through moment by moment, day by day, minute by minute. Sometimes that's how we have to rely on God, moment by moment. Just sometimes you can't think a week down the line, a month down the line, a day down the line. Sometimes you got to take life moment by moment. So I was glad to hear that. I have to go back to work after being gone for almost 2 weeks. Now, I'm not going to complain because some people don't have a job. But I will tell you that after being off for 2 weeks and doing what I wanted and not being accountable to anybody for my time, I it's going to be an adjustment. But once you've been on vacation and you back to work for a week, it's just back into the same routine. But I do thank God that I do have a job to go back to, and I'm thankful for that. So what else did I want to talk to you guys about? So I was thinking about what type of content that I wanted to bring to my channel. And to be quite honest, I just want to have a conversation with women who are willing to listen about life. Because life has its ups and downs, its twists and turns, its good things, its bad things, its joy, its pain. Remember that song by Maze, Joy and Pain, like sunshine. Life has its ups and downs, and I just want to converse with women who can relate to that. So, me, I'm not saying I'm a private person, but I'm a type of person that I always want to be strong for other people. So sometimes me saying that I'm not feeling well, I'm not feeling up to par, or I need, some encouragement. Sometimes that's difficult for me to express, but I am taking a life coaching class with this wonderful group of women. Um, our life coach is Shannon Savoy. She's from Narc Free Living. If you haven't heard of her, look her up on any social media platform and you will find her. She is a wonderful woman of God, and she is on fire for the Lord. And as she said out of her own mouth, she's not for everybody, but she's definitely for me, because she has blessed my life tremendously. But we are taking a life coaching class, a group of women, with her in her school that she has. And Thursday during class, I was kind of quiet, but I really wasn't in a good headspace. I felt like literally like if I would have contributed anything to the class, I would have broke down in tears. I was just in one of those kind of moods. I was feeling bad that I couldn't attend my girlfriend's husband's service due to COVID. And, she wanted me to sing. It was just, I just wanted to be there to support her. And because of COVID, I knew that I couldn't, because if you have COVID and you're around people, that's irresponsible. So I'm just putting it out there. If you know you have COVID, you should not be around people, because you never know who you can come into contact with that might not have as good as health as you, and it could, be bad for someone. So we made it a point that we knew that we weren't going. So I was kind of feeling in the dumps about that. And then some other personal things that I'm dealing with some family members. So, I was a little melancholy, let's put it like that. So I had, after class, I had reached out to her and I just shared some things with her. And, I'm working on not having to be so strong all the time. Because, basically at the root of that is pride. So basically, in a nutshell, God is working with me dealing with, pride, because pride shows up in many different ways. Pride shows up in many different ways. And one of the ways that it shows up in me is I'm fine. I don't need nothing. I'm okay. I'm good. Don't worry about me. But that's not always true. And we have to be, I'm not saying that you go around telling everybody, wearing your heart on your sleeve and, no, I'm saying that there always needs to be a safe space that you can come to really express how you feel. So, I sent her an email, just, saying a few things. And she sent me an email back. And I tell you, once I released what I was feeling, I felt so much better. So a lot of times we want to keep everything in and everything's fine, but it always helps to have someone to talk to, someone that you can be authentic with. And you know, you can be different ways with different people. That doesn't mean that you're a phony, but it's certain people that you can show certain sides of you and certain people that you show different sides. It's all about where those people fit into your life. So try to be mindful to have people, a circle of people in your life that you can be authentic with. That's that's very important. What else did I want to tell you, beautiful people? I felt like on the cruise, I just felt like I was eating for no reason. I was eating and I wasn't even hungry. I was just eating because I was like, the food is here. I'm going to get my money's worth for these 7 days. I'm just going to eat. I'm going to eat. I'm going to eat. But toward the middle of the cruise, I started to say, okay, now you're going overboard. Just relax. And I stopped eating like any time that I seen food. I don't know why, I was doing that, but probably because the food was free, basically. But now I am back home and I'm on my usually I drink coffee for breakfast. That's not good. I do. They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Me, because I work in an office and I'm dealing with patients, I work in a gynecologist. So I'm dealing with patients. So a lot of times I don't eat until the afternoon, but I'm sipping on my coffee and then I'll have lunch, or sometimes I won't have lunch and then I'll come home and have dinner. So for me to be on that cruise eating around the clock, that was just too much for me. It was too much. So I'm back on my regular eating pattern, which is fine. I'm not saying it's a great eating pattern. What I am saying is I knew I was eating a lot on the cruise because my husband is one, he likes to have sweets. This man, he bakes, let me show y'all something. He bakes chocolate chip cookies and they be like this big. And when I tell you, they soft and you can have them with, girl, I told him, stop baking these cookies, because men are not sitting around worrying about if they could fit into clothes. That's just, men don't operate like that. My husband is not sitting around worrying about if he put on 5 pounds or if he's going to be able to fit his suit. Not that he's a big guy, but guys don't think like that. Women, we kind of think, I don't want to gain too much weight, or I don't want to do this. And, my mother has said to me, and this is a negative mindset that I'm pulling down, but she said to me, I don't know if she said it more than once or once, but she said, you're short, so be careful. 10 pounds looks like 20. So whenever I feel myself eating a lot, I hear that. And I don't know if she thought that that was helpful or if she thought she was giving me a word of advice, but basically that was negative. So I have to retrain my thoughts, because I feel I hear that a lot when I start eating a lot, like, oh, you're short, be careful. Not that that's not true. Not that that's not true, but I just think that that was kind of like a negative statement to make. So when I feel myself eating, I try to, pull, because the enemy wants us to replay negative thoughts in our mind. So, I try to, we have to retrain our mind, because we talk to ourselves more than we talk to anybody else. Did you know that? There's a constant tape recorder going on in your head all day long. And we need to make sure that those thoughts that are playing over and over in our mind are positive. They're positive. And if they're not, we need to replace the negative with the positive. So I just wanted to do a little coffee check-in chat with you ladies to let you know that I'm back from vacation. I'm recovered from COVID. And I thank everybody who has taken the time to watch my videos. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, please like, please share. I am new to YouTube. I am just starting my channel. If you've never seen me, that's why, because I'm just starting it. So once again, this is Mending Mahogany. Thank you for taking the time to watch. Please like, share, and subscribe, and have a lovely evening. And I'm going to finish drinking my coffee. Good night.
Your love is rated X. That means you're extra.